So as you can see, this is the finished product of my first HelloFresh meal. I did substitute the broccoli for the french fries. What happened was when I received my broccoli, it was not up to par to be able to eat, but I did receive a substantial compensation for the broccoli. So it was more than enough of a compensation towards my next credit for my next meals. So I was very satisfied with what I received in the replacement as far as credit, and I'm happy to receive to be able to eat french fries in replacement of it anyway. So it came out very, very good. As you guys can see, it looks awesome. I love how it came out, and I can't wait to eat it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, my code is at the bottom of the screen to receive your first 6 meals for two per day, 6 meals for less than $20. Go ahead to HelloFresh.com and click on the classic meal plan for 2 and use my code at the checkout. And you'll be able to go back in once you purchase it and choose which meals you want. Make sure that you pay attention when you're choosing your meals to the lower right hand corner, because some meals do add on additional costs. So if it goes up in the lower right hand corner, that means you need to choose a meal that is not going to charge you extra. And you'll see the difference in the lower right hand corner. But again, you must go ahead and purchase before you can make any changes to which meals that you're choosing. You can go ahead in at any time before the meals are shipped and change your meal options at any time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and go ahead and get started on your HelloFresh meals. I'll be doing another one soon. Peace and blessings, y'all. Look, y'all, I'm telling you, you have to go ahead and get this and get started, because this specific meal, I ain't tried the other 2 yet. I'm going to be recording them, but this specific meal is thebomb.com. I'm telling you. Sweet, savory. I will order this if it was at a restaurant. My daughter just said the same thing. I'm telling you, it's bomb. Matter of fact, I'm going to let her come in here and tell you. What'd you say about the meal? It was lit, yo. Oh my God. When she tasted it, she started dancing. They'll tell you right there. They'll tell you right there.
Yeah, it was good.
So get it. Use my code. First 6 meals, less than $20. Order this one if you don't order none of the rest of them. Put this one in your favorites. Order this one as one of your first ones to get. And I'm telling you, put my code in when you go to checkout, and you can always go back in and change the meals around, choose what you want to choose before your first shipment go out.
Right.
And then after that, it's up to you if you want to continue. You can cancel at any time. But if you don't do nothing, start out with that less than $20 for the first 6 meals. You can't beat that. And try this burger meal. I'm telling you.
Hold on, like not having to go grocery shopping, yo. It comes to your door,
and it's healthy, yo.
It comes to your door.
It's healthy.
Yeah, and it's healthy.
So I'm telling you, you ain't got to do the fries like we did. It was a reason we did the fries. If it wasn't for that, we would have did it the regular way. So peace and blessings, y'all.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a quick sneak peek into the HelloFresh box. I'm already happy with what I'm seeing. So they're basically introducing the HelloFresh Thanksgiving box. Have a drama-free dinner. So it's the last chance to order that if we want to order that. But the 3 that I ordered was the Presto Panko chicken meal. So that's one of the ones I'm going to be making. And I'm also going to be making the crispy cheddar Rico cheeseburgers. And the other one that I ordered is the shrimp and zucchini ribbons. So that's going to be awesome. Those are the 3 meals that I chose for my first meals. And all 3 of these, mind you, I believe I ordered it for let's see, I think I ordered it for, if I'm not mistaken, 2 people. So each one of these meals will feed 2 people, and I only paid $19.95, and that was including shipping. That's why I wanted to share that with you guys and get y'all on that deal. So yeah, and I'm going into the box. Look what we have. This is how it's packaged. I love it. And the ingredients are underneath. So everything you need is in here. Everything you need. Everything you need. This is like better than going to a deli, or I don't know. It's just bomb. I can't wait to cook this stuff. I'm serious. Wow. When you get done with this, it says you can recycle it. I love that. I think this is just, this is the cold pack to keep everything cold. That's what these big green things are. And then these are the meats. So these meats, this is the white shrimp. This is the boneless chicken breast. And this is the ground beef. Okay guys, those who have been following me know that I love to try new things, especially concerning health and fitness and good food, because I love to eat. But this is going to be my first time trying the HelloFresh meals. Tonight I'm going to be making my very first one. If you'd like to get started with HelloFresh, I'll be flashing my code across the screen. Just go to HelloFresh.com and click on Classic, the Classic meal, which is going to be in the very center. And make sure that you choose for 2 people. And you'll be getting 6 meals. For your first time, you'll be getting 6 meals for under $20. That is a huge steal. So that's basically how I got started. And if you'd like to take advantage of that deal, just put in my code, which will flash across the screen. And also, I'll leave it in the description box. So if you'd like to go ahead and get started with your HelloFresh meals. So today, what I'll be doing is starting with this meal. And this is the crispy cheddar Frico cheeseburgers. And I'll be making it for 2 people. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna show you what came inside of this actual kit for the crispy cheddar Frico cheeseburgers. You have the 85% lean, 15% fat ground beef. And that came in the bottom of the actual big box, if you watched the beginning of this video. And this is the bag that the rest of the ingredients came in. You have your roast buns. You have 2 of them. You also have a purple onion. And you have a tomato. And you also have cheddar cheese. You have ketchup, or you can use your own ketchup, but you can use the HelloFresh ketchup. And lastly, you have the Colavita cherry vinegar. And it's 25 milliliters of that. This is like the cutest little bottle ever. So, that's everything that came in the bag. Now, the great thing about it is the ingredients are also listed at the bottom of the card. And it tells you the prep time. It's supposed to take 10 minutes of prep time, 30 minutes total to create, and 820 calories. Let me back up. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Hopefully you can. And on the back, it gives you all of the instructions on how to do it. Okay, so we have everything laid out here, and the first steps it says is to go ahead and wash and dry all produce. I've already washed the tomato, which is the produce, and wants me to preheat the oven. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be substituting the broccoli spears with French fries, because that's what I want to have with my burgers. And then I'm going to also be it says to slice the tomatoes into rounds and split buns in half and shape the beef into 2 evenly sized patties, making them slightly wider than the buns. So we're going to go ahead and do that and get it out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and slice these up really quick. Get those prepared. I usually like my tomatoes to be much darker than this, but again, this is what I was sent, and usually I'll get it much darker than that, but this is fine. Okay, and then I'm going to also thinly slice the onion. We don't like a lot of onion in ours, so I don't need much of this. I really usually don't put onion on ours at all, but 1 on each burger will be fine. So 1, 2, that'll be fine. And put that off to the side. And then I'll grab the meat, which is right here. I'm gonna move this, let's see, over to the side because I don't like my meat and my produce to be in the same spot. So I'll go ahead and open this up. A little bit tough to get into. Just cut into it. There we go. Much easier to get into that way. 85% lean meat, which is awesome. So this is, to me, a guilt-free burger. I love guilt-free burgers. So for me, I'll just go ahead and split it in half as much as I can. Go ahead and get in there and get your hands dirty. Now, before I go ahead and shape this the way I want to, I'm going to wash my hands real quick because I want to make sure that I put some seasoning on this. It's just how I do. I like my meat to be flavored, so I'm going to go ahead and flavor it real quick. Okay, I'm back with my flavoring. I'm going to be using some gourmet burger seasoning by Weber, and then some meat tenderizer, and some black peppercorn. So let's go ahead and get some of that on there first. Not much, I don't need a lot. This is going to be my first time using this one. So make sure I pull this off. And put a little bit of seasoning salt. Actually, sea salt. There's sea salt in here. I don't really like to do seasoning salt because seasoning salt is much better to me. Okay, now I can get in there. As you guys can see, I'm sporting my I voted sticker because not too long ago I came back from voting today. Hope you guys voted and exercised your right to vote. And our ancestors did fight and go through a lot for us to be able to vote. I just want to work it in there before I shape it. I don't like to have to try to season my food once I get it on there. Work it in before you cook it, which makes the most sense to me. And I pretty much can gauge how big those buns are over there. So I'd say they're about, making it nice and wide and flat. And put that one right there. And make this one nice and wide and flat too. As you can see, they gave me plenty of meat. It didn't look like much meat in the packet, but it truly is enough meat for 2 people. It just didn't look like it, but once you flatten it on out, it's plenty of meat. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Flatten it out a little bit more. Okay, so okay. Now it says that I'm not going to eventually need some parchment paper if I want to make it a certain way as far as the cheese part, but I don't have to. So what I'm going to do is grab a cookie sheet and go ahead and preheat the oven to 425 real quick. In order to make the onion jam, I need to go ahead and slice up this onion. I didn't know how we were going to be doing that, so I'll bring this back over here. And I'll slice these onions up a little bit more to make sure that I have enough onion for what we're making as far as the onion jam. Because now I can get with some onion jam. Yes, I can get with some onion jam. I really don't like raw onion, but I can get with some onion jam. It's basically, I like to saute my onions, but this is going to be a little bit better than sauteing my onion. My board is kind of moving over here. I think that's going to be much better. Okay. Hold it like this because there we go. Oops. I basically messed that one up, but there we go. It's always a way to go back. Mrs. Pam cooking spray olive oil, and it's extra virgin, no artificial color or anything like that. So what I can do with this, instead of spraying it, this is a little trick that I use whenever I need to use some olive oil, is I just take the lid off. Okay, so I'll be sauteing these onions. Basically just stuck this in one of those little hot dog. I stuck the onions in one of these hot dog trays, and I'm grabbing something to toss them in once I get them in there. And hear that says, I love to hear cooking onions. here. Right now we're in step 3. And while those are sizzling in a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the cookie sheet. As you guys can see, we're actually on this step. Remember, we're not making the broccoli spears. We're going ahead and skip over to this step, which is making the onion jam for the burgers. Oops. Don't worry guys, my stove is clean. It looks like it's beginning to be caramelized enough for me. And I'm probably going to put the lid on once I get the rest of the ingredients in. But as you can see, the next step is going to be, looks pretty good as you can see, but the next step is going to be adding in a teaspoon of the cherry vinegar. They sent more, but they said only add a teaspoon of the cherry vinegar. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in now. And this is a teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And then they also said add a teaspoon of sugar, but I use Truvia instead. I'm going to add a teaspoon of Truvia. And oh my goodness, this smells so good. I didn't care too much for the smell after I added the vinegar, but once I added the Truvia, it began smelling much better to me. Kind of smells like I'm in a restaurant now. And it looks beautiful. It's starting to look golden. Yes. I just left that upside down for a moment because I wanted to make sure I got all of that Truvia out of the measuring spoon. Okay, so the next thing, I just set that on there for just a moment, but look how beautiful that looks, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is so golden. Yes. I'm just going to put this off to the side so it can stay warm. Okay, so they basically want me to transfer it to a smaller bowl and set it aside and season the onion jam with salt and pepper. But I really don't want to do that. I want to leave it the way it is, so I just put a lid on it and left it where it was. Next, we're supposed to be making the cheddar frico. We're supposed to lightly grease another baking sheet with cooking spray, which says another because, again, we didn't do that step with the broccoli because we're not cooking broccoli. So I've already sprayed it with the pan cooking spray with the olive oil. So we're going to place the cheddar on a sheet in 2 even piles. We're going to bake it until it's melted in the middle and crispy in the edges for 5 to 7 minutes. And the oven is already ready on 425. And then we're going to let it stand after we remove it and transfer it to a plate using a spatula and let it cool. So it's not going to take too long to do. We're going to do exactly like it says. Fairly easy step. Fairly easy to do. And then I'll be back in just a moment to show you how this turned out. So while that cheddar is cooking in the oven, I've timed it already. So I'm going to go ahead and start this pan on medium heat. And it says to lightly spray it with some olive oil, or drizzle olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and spray. And we're going to go ahead and make our... And it says to use the same pan, but I'm not using the same pan. I'm just going to go ahead and use a new one. Pan. Now, it's not sizzling yet, but it will sizzle in just a moment. It doesn't matter that it's not sizzling, but that's why I picked this pan. It says to use the same pan that you used previously, but of course we all know that pan was too small. So as you can hear, it's about to, I hear it sizzling already. So I've already pulled out the Frisco cheese, the cheddar, Frisco cheddar, and I'm gonna let it cool just to show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So we're gonna let that cool, and then I'll be able to scrape it off of here. It's all about multitasking. And actually, I put it on 6 minutes, and it only took 3 minutes for it to get done. So if you order this, depending on your oven, if you have a digital oven or a gas oven, keep your eyes on it. Please keep your eyes on it, because I'm telling you, it got done really fast. And it's not going to take 5 to 7 minutes. It didn't even take 5 minutes. So it took mine 3 minutes. And we're not too far away from the end, everyone. Looks like we're on step number 5 here. So not doing bad. Not doing bad at all. Until desired doneness, maybe 3 to 6 minutes per side. So it's been about 3 minutes on this. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it. Look how beautiful that looks. Yes. That's beautiful. So while that side is getting done, I'm going to move on to the next step under step number 5. And that is to place the buns on the same sheet that we used for the cheddar frico. And toast it in the oven. So while this is cooking on this side, what I'm going to do is move on to the rest of the steps under step number 5, and that's to place the buns on the same sheet that we use for the cheddar frico and toast it in the oven until it's golden for about 3 to 4 minutes. And that's going to be the bread. And it came out really beautiful. I just went ahead and transferred it to this plate and put the tomatoes on the side. So we'll be able to go ahead and arrange everything. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is start the grease for the fries. I'm just going to go ahead and flip that. I went ahead and turned on the grease for the fries because I have a deep fryer. Flip it again. But I don't know about you guys, but I really like my meat to be well done. I don't want any pink inside of my meat. So this is how I am. Me and my daughter is going to be eating this. Me and my daughter are going to be eating these meals tonight. And I know that she's going to appreciate this meal. these are going to be the fries that we're going to be eating tonight to go with our burgers. Okay, I just pulled the bread out of the oven, and as you can see, the bread is nice and toasted. It's really hot, but I have a high tolerance for heat. So it's nice and toasted. And these are just about done. I'm just going to turn the heat off and get the plates ready, because the last thing we're waiting on is the fries. Okay, at this point everything is done, so we're just going to go ahead and assemble everything now. And we're just going to go ahead and put the meat and the burgers. As you can see, I made it the perfect size for the bun. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the onion jam right on top of there. That looks beautiful. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and place the fresco. I said fresco. We're going to go ahead and place the cheddar frico on top of the meat. Just like that. Actually, I think I want to put the tomato one first. Yeah, put the tomato one first. And then we gotta hold it all together. And then if I can get this open. Put some of the ketchup on there. And spread it around like that. And then you just put it on top of it like that. And then you take the fries